Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 150, and my name is Jason Erpelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and Buy and Sell DVC.com.
And today is December 20th, 2023, which means your 11-month window is November 20th, 2024, and your seventh month window is July 20th, 2024. So be sure to, and just a friendly reminder on the DVC-Rental side, yes, they have confirmed reservations on their page that you can look at, you can book, but you can also go in and put in your dates and request that your dates be booked that you're looking for.
Yep.
Just
you don't have to sit there and wait for us to have something pre-booked that works for you. You just click check availability and put in exactly what you want, and we can book it.
And we're going to go on to the buy and sell side of things. And you may know, you may not know, but the 2024 annual dues did come out for the different resorts. And really, to me, there was nothing really that stood out. Everything, you had, the boardwalk went up to $8.67 a point, which was only an increase of 1.64%. And then
that's the lowest. That's nice. That's very good. I saw a lot of people complaining about Old Key West.
Oh, did you?
Yes, online. I saw a lot of people complaining. 6.25%, which is not huge, but they were just complaining, going, how come Old Key West is going up so much versus Saratoga Springs or versus the other ones? And there's just a lot of people complaining about that specific one for some reason.
Did they have an answer on that, or?
No, there's no answer. I think it was just a lot of, original members. When I was told that it could never go up over 3%, and just people complaining about Old Key. It was just always Old Key West.
And then Vero Beach. So Vero Beach did go up 7.88%. It's now at $13.86 a point.
That's a little rough.
Yeah. And then Hilton Head's 5 went up to $11.31, 5.43%. But and then, Saratoga is the big one as far as the number of owners. A lot of people own Saratoga. It's at 814. It's only, it only went up 3.52%. And one thing I do want to mention, again, I'm in the Vero Beach Facebook group. I see a lot of the posts in there. People are staying there now where the rooms are getting redone. Mm. And these people aren't complaining or anything, or I'm not taking it as a complaint, but they're staying in rooms that haven't been redone, and they're like, these rooms are awesome. So some of the posts are kind of like leading to like, why are they redoing these? Because I think it looks amazing. But
Saratoga's, I can't remember. Saratoga's being redone right now? Because I know.
No, Vero. Did I say Saratoga?
Oh, you said Saratoga.
I said Vero.
Okay, you said Saratoga.
Oh, I did?
Yes, I was like, Saratoga just got a refurb a couple years ago.
Vero. I meant to say Vero.
Yes,
Sorry.
So I'm saying that there's different colored doors now. Like they were green and now they're orange, or vice versa. I guess that's how you know maybe if it's been redone. There's a change in the color on the doors. I haven't seen too much of like pictures from the insides of them. But they're enjoying them, but
this person was just in a room that hadn't been redone. They were loving it, and they were so they were just curious why they were. But to me, we stay at Vero Beach a lot, and I love everything about it. The activities, everything's like included for the most part. Like when you have the mini golf. The beach is there, the pool, and then you were talking a couple weeks ago about Hilton Head, and then they do like these, we'll call them excursions, and those are free. So you're putting money in, but I definitely feel like these annual dues that you get the value out of it, because it goes back to, do I want to pay $500 a night or $700 a night to stay in these rooms, or do I want to be an owner, have my ownership, and then pay my dues? I'd better choose to be an owner and pay my dues.
I have to say, I've never stayed in a room that was redone and thought they did a poor job. I know some people this doesn't feel like Beach Club anymore. Every time they've redone the room, I'm like, oh wow, now there's wood floor, wood paneling on the floors, and they've got bigger TVs now. Like they do stuff every time, and I think they do a really good job of it. And you go, at least you see where the maintenance fees are going. The cast members are getting more money; they've got to pay them. But when they do these refurbs, the rooms are always so much nicer. Oh, now they're all putting in the Murphy style beds instead of just having the couch, and those are much nicer as well. So it's like Disney's doing a good job with keeping up with everything.
Yeah, I think that they've done a great job since 91, 92 to to adjust to the times and what's going on. I think they've done a great job.
Yeah, I agree completely. The biggest one I remember is that I think we had a 2-bedroom at Old Key West, and we walked in and they had like the little like a kitchen island, and they had like a 65-inch TV like on the other side of the island facing the living room. I'm like, this is so nice. I'm like, none of this was here. This is so much nicer than it used to be. It's just, Disney's always trying to make you more comfortable and up the ante, and getting refurbished rooms. I think that's definitely a perk. Like Bay Lake Tower still has little TVs in the room. It's one of the things that always bothers me is that the TVs are not that big in Bay Lake Tower, especially like in the studios. Like a lot of the studios, most of the studios now have like a 55-inch or 60-inch like LED TV. Bay Lake Tower still has like a 37-inch in there or something where you're like, or if it's like a 1-bedroom, like the 1-bedrooms have these little TVs where Saratoga Springs has a 50-inch TV. I'm like, you need to work on those electronics in Bay Lake Tower a little bit. But again, if you're staying at Bay Lake Tower, you're probably not going to spend too much time in the room anyway. I'm a local, so I spend more time in the room.
And and then again, this is the time of year where if you're purchasing, then when you buy, the number of points that you're getting from the 2024 allocation, you're going to have annual dues on those points. You pay it at closing, and then you're covered until January 2025, which at that point you can choose to pay it in one lump sum, or you can choose to pay it monthly with whichever option is better for you. And now we're on to the food of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So for today's food of the week, I am at the Boardwalk Deli, even though my piece of paper here says the Boardwalk Delit. I added a T on there, but it's the Boardwalk Deli at Disney's Boardwalk Villas. This is still, I'm not sure, I had this several weeks ago, so I don't know if this is still there right now, but it was the pumpkin cheesecake brownie. I'm guessing that was possibly gone a little while ago. Pumpkin cheesecake brownie for $5.49. Family wasn't a big fan of it. They thought that the brownie was like too thick and chewy. I really didn't mind it at all. I guess it could have been a little less thick and maybe made it better. You picture like the Little Debbie's brownie. Do you know the Little Debbie's brownies? Yeah. Like the ones that like the colored, like not sprinkles, but little like the colors on them. A lot of times they're like a darker and they're like kind of like thick and like not gooey, but just like a little thicker and harder. It was kind of like that. I still enjoyed it though. I also thought that the pumpkin cheesecake was also very creamy and sweet. The brownie wasn't overly sweet, so that was really good. I would definitely get this again. I gave this an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. My family, unfortunately, like they didn't want to give it, and they just ate the cheesecake off the top and left me the whole brownie on the bottom. So I happily ate that.
And then just to recap on your family of 4.
Yes.
You call yourself not a dessert guy, right? You're more of a meal guy versus a dessert guy?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when I go to the parks, I like the desserts, and I'm also a little bit on the hashtag thrifty side. So instead of sitting there and going, I'm gonna do a review on this, $100 meal I had, I'd much rather say, hey, I'm gonna give a $5 treat and try that, because I have to constantly do these every week. But I like at home, I don't have desserts too often. If I do, I'll have we have like frozen yogurt, or like I try to eat a little healthier. So this is when I do this stuff.
One of your sons is not a dessert guy either, right? Or...
One of them doesn't like cake at all. One of them doesn't like ice cream as much. They vary, but they're not big dessert people. I'm more of a dessert person than they are.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a huge dessert guy. I know you're a huge dessert guy.
Yeah, it's all
which
about...
I still don't believe. Anybody who has seen that video of you bare-chested doing the pull-ups, they look at you and sit there and say, this man has never had a dessert in his life.
Because I will say, we talked about before, going to Vero Beach, and then we took the s'mores, but then you said something about using a cookie instead of a graham cracker. Remember?
No. I don't think so. A cookie?
You said use the cookie instead of the graham cracker to make the s'more. I could have sworn I didn't make that up.
You might have.
No, because
I know I've mentioned I know I have friends like Tim who, instead of using like a Hershey bar, he'll use a Reese's peanut butter cup. And he'll
I
put that
thought
in
you
there.
said you used
A cookie? I don't think I ever used a
Because
cookie.
what happened after Halloween, we had a lot of leftover candy, so I took 2 chocolate chip cookies. You know, you have the one side. I spread Nutella on each cookie. Then my kids had these mini Hershey bars.
3% body fat, this guy.
Stop.
3%
Listen,
body fat.
focus on this. Listen,
Cookies
Mini-
with Nutella.
listen.
If I did this, I'd put on 10 pounds in one day.
Listen, mini Hershey bars, right? You take 2 of those, you put it over the one cookie, then you take a marshmallow, put it on there, put everything in the microwave for 10 seconds, then you put it together as a sandwich, and it was unbelievable. And I thought I got the idea from you.
No, not
because I could have sworn you said, instead of the graham crackers, take cookies, and then put the chocolate and then the marshmallow.
Not me.
I could have.
It sounds delicious, don't get me wrong, but that
Well,
was
then
not
what
me.
did you? When
I
I
don't know.
mentioned s'mores at Vero Beach, you said Reese's peanut butter cups. Is that what you said?
I don't know. I know our friend
You should
Tim
have
Van Swal
desserts
does that.
memorized.
I'm getting old. I forget things, but I don't think that was me.
I'm pretty sure.
It sounds
was.
delicious. I've never thought of putting Nutella in there.
Oh yeah.
You're a genius.
Now I have
fatty genius.
At this point at my house, we have 12 pounds of Nutella. That might be a little too much.
That's a lot.
I'm just
You doing curls with those Nutellas in the morning?
pointing that out. Man, I gave you credit for that dessert idea.
That wasn't me.
I thought it was
I appreciate
you.
the credit, not me.
We'd have to go back. I think it was episode.
I don't think so. At least
62.
somebody's gonna go back and be like, "Yeah, Scott did say that." I don't think it was me.
Because I mentioned, I know, well then, whatever you said that day that I talked about s'mores at Vero Beach, whatever you said about s'mores, that's what I thought I got. I must have changed the words that came out of your mouth.
Possibly.
And that's what I created.
You create something delicious, though.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You should try it.
I'm scared to.
And now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So with New Year right around the corner, we had some top questions being proposed about Disney in 2024. And we're not going to answer them all. But they said, what attractions and experiences are coming to Disney parks? So visitors are anticipating new rides, lands, experiences. So they're curious about the latest add-ons. There's no answer for these. So how is Disney adapting to changing technologies? Questions around Disney's use of technology, including advancements in virtual reality, augmented reality, and digital experiences. Personally, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that. You know, Universal has a lot of simulators and stuff, and simulators are like the only rides that normally make me like nauseous. So I'm not sure. Disney has started doing some more with the simulator stuff, but we will see. People want to know what's the latest on Disney Plus content and original series. Disney Plus has been growing. They've been putting out They've put out a lot of Marvel stuff that has not been so great the past year or so. So I'd really like them to start working on their Marvel stuff. Disney's environmental initiatives with an increasing focus on sustainability and environmental responsibility. People are interested in Disney's efforts in those areas. Definitely, it's one of the things that go check out Animal Kingdom Park if you're interested in that. And if you go on the safari, a lot of times they'll tell you ways that you can help out their conservation funds. Celebrating Disney anniversaries. Right now we're in Disney's 100 years. This will be anniversaries. Always have different anniversaries for parks and movies and characters and different stuff like that. Star Wars and Marvel expansions, I touched on that a little bit before, but as they continue to expand, they're wondering what they're going to be doing with that. Again, like the Marvels movie came out about a month ago. I know that was a shipwreck. I haven't seen it. Not doing very well, and I've not been thrilled with what Disney's been doing with that. Disney's business ventures and acquisitions. Questions on what Disney's going to be involved with the entertainment industry, such as acquisitions, partnerships, and new business ventures. Over the years, they've taken on Pixar, they've taken on Fox, 20th Century Fox. They've taken on Marvel. They've taken on all the Star Wars stuff, Lucasfilms. So you never know what they're going to be adding on. And the last one is the future of the Disney stores. People are wondering what's going on with retail and e-commerce, as most Disney stores have closed. There's still a lot of Disney stores down here, especially little outlets and stuff like that. But Disney has they've closed a lot of their stores throughout the country. So Just a lot of questions of what's coming up in 2024. Nobody knows the answers yet, but just some things to think about.
And then,
Like who told you about putting cookies on s'mores? Some things to think about and ponder. Where Jason has gotten this idea to slap cookies with Nutella and marshmallows and adding peanut butter and Rice
Hershey
Krispies
bars.
on there and Hershey bars and drizzling salted caramel on it. This guy's a genius.
let me ask you this: has your family been to AMC theater at Disney lately?
Last time we were there was before Halloween. We saw the new Haunted Mansion movie.
Is it busy there?
It was decent. We always like to go to the Eden theaters because they're much smaller theaters, and you select your seats, and there's only a couple rows in there. But I think like almost every single row was taken when we were
Oh,
there.
really? Okay, so that's good. I didn't know.
Yeah, again, smaller theater, but I think everything was taken. But that's the last time.
And that was like a Friday or Saturday night, or
That was, I believe, probably a Saturday or Sunday, like
midday.
probably like a 1 o'clock showing or something
Gotcha.
like that. A matinee, but
'Cause
yeah,
I was just wondering if anything in that area is going to change at all. So
that's a good question. Again, with everything kind of coming online and Disney Plus, movie theaters are, I think, all kind of hurting right now. So I don't know.
that's what I was thinking. But
I don't know if
sounds like-
AMC is going to hang on too long, or all the other theaters. I don't think people are going to the movies as much as they used to. Again, with everything streaming, I know we don't.
Right. Yeah, I mean we don't, yeah. So on that note, we will go make some new desserts, and we will see you next week.
I'm gonna get the grill going right now. We're having s'mores. Thank you so much for watching. Again, comment if you're enjoying everything. Let us know if there's any suggestions or how you make your s'mores. Do you put Reese's peanut butter cups in there, or do you use cookies, or use the fudge stripes, because that way they've got the chocolate already on there and you don't have to put a Hershey, or whatever it is. Let us know. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks.